Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate that. Today I would like to discuss something with you guys. Something I've been thinking about a little bit lately is why every game that comes out, especially AAA titles, well mostly AAA titles, are open world games. I'm talking about games like the upcoming Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the recently released Ghost of Tsushima, the upcoming Cyberpunk game. They're all more or less open world games. Why is that? Why aren't these big companies not trying something new? I mean, something different from open world games. I'm not saying they're not trying something new within the open world setting, because they are. You know, they're going for a Japanese feudal theme, or a cyberpunk theme, or a Vikings theme. But why is it that they're all open world games? It's just a simple question. I'm not talking about indie games or the exceptions to the rule, but they're open world games. I mean, Ubisoft is almost exclusively making open world games. Their Far Cry series, their Assassin's Creed series, their Breakpoint, Wildlands, they're all open world games, whether it's first person or third person. And I think it has to do first and foremost with what we want from games as a consumer, as a gamer. We'd like to be a hardcore gamer. We'd like to be a gamer that's open for all kinds of experiences. But I think a large majority of us are actually quite conservative that way. If we are going to invest in a game, maybe that one game a year, then we want it to be something large. We still prefer quantity over quality, I think. You know, it's not criticism, because I'm doing it myself. You know, if I see the next Assassin's Creed game, then I think, well, it's gonna give me a whole lot of hours of entertainment. I know that. I expect that. And they are going to deliver, because the Ubisofts, the Activisions, CD Projekt Red, Rockstar Games, they all know what sells. That's the other side of the coin, basically, is that, well, these type of games are easily marketed as value propositions, because they'll tell you that this game or that game will offer a huge world, and they do, with lots of stuff you can do, lots of side quests and activities and collectibles and, you know, upgrading your character and RPG systems. It's all in there, and it's easily marketed and saying, you know, this is going to give you at least 100 hours of gameplay, even more if you're doing all the side stuff. And that works with gamers. We value that, and it's easily marketed from the company point of view. And furthermore, I think the foundation has been laid by the previous games. I mean, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, take that game for instance. They have the engine, they have the blueprint, they have the assets. It's just a question of setting, of story, of characters. But you don't have to think about creating a whole new type of game, a whole new kind of gameplay or interactivity. It's basically, even with Ghost of Tsushima, it looks beautiful. I have not played it, but it's probably going to boil down to you going around the world, picking up quests, going there, killing a bunch of dudes, etc., etc. And it could be fun, but I get burned out at some point. I do, even with Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, the world building is beautiful. lots of stuff going on. But why is it that I just get burned out after 20, 30 hours of playing it? Maybe because it's so repetitive after a while. Maybe it's busy work, lots of it.
Maybe if I pin him down, I can get a better angle.
Maybe we've seen it all before in previous games. It's nothing new. And that's how it goes. You know, one open world game after the other, and we still fall into the same trap. You're thinking, yeah, I could see Assassin's Creed Vikings happening. I could get into that. That's gonna be cool. I like that. And knowing for sure that Ubisoft knows how to create a world. You know, look at Origins, Assassin's Creed Origins, with the pyramids and all that. But why is it I still burn out because of that game? Why did I stop playing it at 2/3 of the main story? Because at that point, what was his name? Bayek said goodbye to his sister or lover? I don't know. I thought it was a really good conclusion to that storyline. But then it went on for 1/3 of the game, I believe. Why is that? Is it because the monetization, so you can add a lot of downloadable content to the game? Or is it just something that we want, that we value, that we ask for, and they deliver it? Because creating something new from scratch is going to cost a lot of resources, and it's not a given that these companies will make a profit of a new game. Look at Anthem. You know, they at least they tried something new, zipping around the world and shooting things up. But that didn't sell. So, it's a delicate matter. We're basically in a... I don't know. We're holding on to each other. You know? Companies and consumers. We're not breaking free of that clutch. Trying to find something new to do. So, we get what we want. And that's open world games, I guess. I could be mistaken, but I'm moving more and more towards the smaller indie developers. Smaller indie games that will give me a focused, more linear 6 hours of experience. Look at Hellblade. From Team Ninja, I believe. Hellblade was around 6 to 8 hours, something like that. Super linear, but it offered a great setting, great combat, great narrative. So it can be done, and it can work. And with all the things going on in my life, I'm moving towards a more focused experience. I don't need to spend 100 hours in one game. That's gonna burn me out. As simple as that. That's what I think of open world games nowadays. I still want to play them, but again, after so many hours, I'm probably gonna burn out on them. So let me know what you think. Now leave comments. I appreciate that. Let's discuss this. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. And see you next time.